Welcome, guys, to episode 8, I believe, which is LCVP landings, beach landings. This is part 1 of uh, this series, this episode, sorry. Um, so basically, this part 1 is a basic way of doing it. Part 2 would be another basic way of doing it. And part 3 will be the advanced way, which is doing an endless beach invasion where the boat will drop, turn around, and go. There are probably more ways of doing this, but at the moment I only know 2 basic ways and 3, which is the advanced way. So we are going to be using the Germans. It's just this is a bit of a mission I'm making, so I thought I'd just do the tutorial on here because I've got the beach and why not? So okay, basically we're going to do is get going here. So where the fuck? Here we go. Okay. There we go. I've customized the boat here to fit the MG42s on there, so I can show you how to do that in a separate tutorial. I just want to copy and paste these guys. Basically, these boats fit 14 guys, so make your squad up of 14. Alright, you want to give the infantry a tag. These should have like a hidden tag set in there. No, they don't, because, okay, cool. So I'm just going to call it, I think they called them last time, LCVP underscore infant underscore 02. You don't need it to be hidden, they don't need a hidden tag. You put that on the boat. And I just want to copy and paste 3 guys for the boat. Because, actually, no, yeah, we'll leave them on the boat, just for a bit of a show. Okay, so they shouldn't have any tags, just want to double check. No, they don't. Get them on the boat. Right. So now we'll wait until they get into the seats here. I hope you guys are enjoying the summer sale, by the way. I've had a bit of a ball with that. Kind of spent more money than I should have, but I usually do that every time Steam has a sale like that. But that's okay. I guess, you know, you work, you get money, you spend money. I guess that's how it goes. What's this fucking idiot doing? There we go. Cool, so we have that set up. So I want to move them here. Now line the boat up in line where you want it to go. So obviously I just need to raise that up a bit. Okay, so I obviously want it to go here. Okay, and give the boat a tag, sorry. So LCVP, oops. LCVP underscore 02, and it's going to put the j, so j underscore. And then you want a hidden tag for this. And I believe that needs to be a little bit raised up more. Okay. LCVP, make a waypoint group there, and then pretty much we're going to set it back here. Now when it's time for them to spawn, they will spawn at that back waypoint. I'll show you how to do that. I just want to turn off the clipping camera here because it's irritating. So I just want to make sure that's in line. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but then again, you know, just try and keep it where you want it to go. Use multiple waypoints. At the end of the day, they're infinite. You're not going to run out of waypoints. So they're free and they're infinite, so use them up. Now you don't want to get too close to the beach. And then like we've done here, this is for the infantry to, as soon as they get off the beach, to head up the beach here, the beach front. So just get them there, stop there for now. Now, if you haven't seen my other video explaining how this waypoint thing works, what I'm doing right now, just go check out the other video. If I remember correctly, it was endless waves. I think it was. I spoke about the different waypoint things. different waypoint paths you can do just based off the one waypoint. So for example, 62. Just want to straighten that out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, next thing you want is emit zone. Do a poly one. Don't do a circle one. Call it whatever you want, or you can just copy what I have. Now press F9 and show waypoints. That way you can do the zone up where the waypoint is. You don't want the zone too big, because as soon as the boat hits the waypoint, it's going to eject the men. So try and that's cool. Do about there, because you can fit about 2 boats here. So same with here, you can fit another boat there if you wanted to, right in the middle or something like that. But for this purpose, it's fine. Actually, that's too much. I'm also got to get this right because obviously I'm making the mission. So as you can see, the waypoint is pretty much almost out of the zone, so we'll just move that up a bit. That's fine. I've designed the map for it to for this to happen. Sorry, that didn't sound right. I've set up the water so the boat can come quite close to the beach without it looking stupid with the sand going through the boat. So, okay, cool. That's done. Now you want to go to your triggers. I just want to, actually I'll leave that on because I have a terrible memory. Landing craft. Now you got 2. So you want one for the boat. And basically, if you look in here, it's going to work on off an event for me, just because of the mission parameters. This is how I need it. So landing craft start. There we go. But you don't need an event. That's just for the mission here. But all you need literally is here is these. Is just a waypoint. You want the starting waypoint, which was 58, which is right at the back. Clone. And you want the approach to be safe, teleport, and rotate. Also, you don't have to, but you can have an active state. I always do. I'm going to have it on AI. Fire mode is open. Hold. I'll just leave it on that on open. And normal speed. Cool. As you can see, that's done. Now infantry. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. But okay, well all you need is a near command in your condition. And you want it to be the boat. So the boat tag, which is that one. Sorry about that, my phone's going off. Let me just put it on silent. And you want the zone to be there, so obviously that one. So the boat is the tag units, and then you want the near to, which is the emit zone, and high precision. You don't have to. You can if you want. And then if I just look back, you want a delay of about 1, so it gives the time for the boat to actually come to a complete stop before it opens its doors. Just looks a lot more realistic. You don't have to, but then you want to add an effect, give the boat tag, and put in open. Now this is going to animate the door at the front to open, which is going to be gives that really cool effect. Instead of having the soldier just run through the door, but the door can actually come down. I think if I remember, I added another delay here. Yeah, I did. And then you want the emit command, which is an actor. Emit. So here again, you want the if I believe, if I remember correctly, it was the boat. You want waypoint 62, which is the infantry waypoint, as you can see there. And you want the tag of the infantry. And I believe the next thing I did was just an active state. An active state, select the infantry. Obviously there, AI, open. I think I made them free, I'll just make them free, it doesn't really matter. And assault. And that's pretty much basic version number 1. Second basic version, which I'll do in another video, but it's pretty much done on the actual waypoint. But it can be a little bit tricky because you've got to put the commands in order for it to work. If you put one out of order, that's it, it won't work. You know, you'll have a few issues and frustration will begin. All right. So let's give this a test. So are you gonna have to? I guess you get to see what the mission's gonna be like then. A little bit of behind the scenes stuff. So just making a mission here. The boats won't work until certain amount of events have occurred. I accidentally scroll wheel. There we go. Artillery will happen first. Explosions, explosions, explosions. So this is meant to be basically Operation Sea Lion, and for those of you who don't know, is when Germany's idea of invading England. So I've got just like a random 3 bombers or paratrooper planes fly over continuously every 15 seconds. They don't drop anything, it's just making it look like, oh, they're going behind enemy lines. So it's really cool. Another 15 seconds. That is a nice Mustang. There's more 3, and there's the boats. Drop the doors. There you go. Out they come. You probably give it a delay for each of them, so it doesn't look like they're in one single file line when they're driving. As you see, they landed at the same time. Don't worry about that. Oh, that's yeah, all slaughtered. Fucking as soon as they would have been that machine gun up there. Don't worry about the dialogue. That's nothing to do with the tutorial. But there you go, guys. That's pretty much the basic version of number 1 of video. So, the second one will be out. I'm not sure when I'll do that one, but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, sorry for the lack of videos. I've been doing a lot of uni stuff, so assignments and things like that have been due and whatnot. And my dog's going ape shit, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you for listening, and thank you for listening. That's cool. See you guys in the next one. Ciao.